Hi, welcome to a new episode of Pickleball 411. I'm Rusty, and this show from Pickleball Channel is all about providing helpful information about the sport of pickleball. This week, we're going to talk about calling non-volley zone foot faults and why it can be helpful. So let's learn and play.
Pickleball 411 is powered by Highlands Leg Cramps, proud supporter of pickleball players everywhere.
Calling a foot fault may seem pretty basic, but actually quite a few questions have been raised with a little controversy, so we wanted to clarify it for you. Now, this information is only needed when you're playing without a referee, but it will get you into better shape for when you do play in a tournament or in league play where referees are present. Now, just to be clear, we're only going to go over who calls foot faults and why it's helpful. We're not going to get into the details of the non-volley zone rules itself. So let's break it down one step at a time. Many people think the non-volley zone, or the kitchen as it's commonly called, includes the 3D space or the airspace above the court. Actually, the non-volley zone is only the 2D flat surface on the court itself, which includes the lines all the way to their very edges. Kitchen faults are only related to making physical contact with the surface itself. In the USAPA rulebook, when there are no referees or line judges present, each player calls his or her own line calls. This has led some people to believe that only you are allowed to make a call on anything on your side of the court. However, a foot fault is not a line call, and it falls under a separate category. Therefore, kitchen foot faults are open such that either team can make the call. And if we're honest, the opponent may have a better view of whether or not I committed a foot fault because I'm concentrating on the ball. Okay, even though the opponent can call the foot fault, we have to remember that pickleball is a sport of integrity and good sportsmanship. We want to focus on playing the game and improving everyone's level of play, and not just calling foot faults in order to win. If there is a disagreement, be polite. Don't get into a big argument, just agree to replay the point. And when you call a foot fault, just say, "Excuse me, foot fault," or let the point finish and then call it. Also, be sensitive to throwing off someone's gameplay by continuously calling foot faults. The purpose for calling foot faults in recreational play is to improve the game for everyone. So, how does calling foot faults help improve your game? Well, when we call each other's foot faults, we learn better body positioning and muscle memory. We learn how far forward we can go on the court and where to place our feet. Then, when it really counts, as in a tournament or league play, we are already practiced and prepared to not commit foot faults. And if you need help, ask somebody who's waiting to play to be a kitchen judge. Remember, if we help each other in practice, then we all help elevate the sport itself. So that's your Pickleball 411 for today. Thank you so much to the USAPA for helping us fine-tune and clarify who's allowed to actually call a kitchen foot fault. We really hope this has been helpful, and now there's only one thing left to do, and that's go play.
If there's something you think Pickleball 411 should cover, we'd love to hear from you. All you have to do is send us an email and tell us your idea. This episode of Pickleball 411 has been brought to you by Highlands Leg Cramps, America's #1 over-the-counter leg cramp medicine. For more information, go to highlands.com.